Hi, and welcome to our openSAP course, Introduction to ABAP in the Cloud. My name is Quincy Anderson, and I am an instructor in the SAP Product Learning Organization. This is Unit 5, Extensibility in SAP S/4HANA. Before we begin, a quick recap of Unit 4, SAP Extension Suite and Development Efficiency. In Unit 4, we learned that both SAP Extension Suite and also SAP Integration Suite bundle together certain services to facilitate application development and application integration, respectively. In regards to SAP Extension Suite, services are classified under Digital Experience, Digital Process Automation, and Development Efficiency. In regards to SAP Integration Suite, we have the API Business Hub, which shows us all officially released SAP APIs, which we can use in our integration efforts. With that, let's get started. You may recall in Unit 2, Introduction to SAP BTP ABAP Environment, we mentioned that one of the use cases for a BTP ABAP environment was extensions. And we mentioned that an extension was simply new or additional functionality. Customers need to implement extensions for several reasons. One is higher productivity. Another is competitive advantage. The flexibility offered by extensions is undoubtedly a benefit, so extensions are a necessary and indeed featured component of software design. However, rarely are there benefits without pitfalls, and extensions are no exception. The need for extensions must also be balanced against the cost. Software is always patched and upgraded based on a fixed schedule, and new innovations are introduced constantly. This can cause problems with extensions. Previously implemented extensions must be tested and validated and possibly adapted to new releases of the software. This could result in a delay in adoption of innovations, which can be a disadvantage to an enterprise. Also, the more extensions that must be managed by an organization, the more the cost of managing those extensions rise. The good news, however, is that these risks can be mitigated with the right approach. This approach is centered around an extensibility framework, which reduces the overall cost of extension maintenance and also allows a customer to adopt innovations quickly and easily with minimal disruption. Upgrade projects, as a result, don't require massive investments of time and money. In that spirit, the extension framework for SAP S/4HANA is centered around two types of extensions: in-app extensions, which we see here, and side-by-side extensions, which we will see in a moment. In-app extensions are implemented inside the core of SAP S/4HANA, and as a result, no remote communication between the extension and the SAP HANA system is required. Let's look at some of the extensions that are possible. In bullet point 1, we see UI adaptation, which could be, for example, hiding a field in a table or renaming a label. For bullet point 2, we have custom fields, which are new custom fields created to extend SAP database tables, CDS views, or OData APIs. Bullet point 3, custom CDS views, analytics, and forms allows customers to create new views based on an existing view model with all supporting features such as associations, joins, and selections. In bullet point 4, business logic, enhancement spots, also known as baddies, can be implemented. Bullet point 5, custom business objects, allows customers to create new business objects, which automatically create the required database tables. Finally, in bullet point 6, custom user interfaces, customers can create their own SAP Fiori user interfaces, either from scratch or based on templates. The UI consumes SAP S/4HANA's RESTful OData interfaces. On this screen, we see how a key user would access some of the tools that are needed to do in-app extensions. One of the features of in-app extensions is the easy-to-use tools that are used to implement those extensions. They're specifically designed so that non-developers can use them. Finally, On this screen, we see side-by-side extensions. One of the key distinguishing characteristics of side-by-side extensions is that they are implemented outside the scope of SAP S/4HANA, and as a result, remote communication between the extension and SAP S/4HANA is required. BTP takes care of this via two services. First, the connectivity service, which establishes secure tunnels for the safe transfer of data back and forth between a sub-account and an on-premise environment. And second, the destination service, which allows destinations to specific on-premise systems being used by applications to be created and maintained. Let's take a quick look at the components that make up side-by-side extensions. First, in bullet point 1, we have custom UIs. These UIs will be built with Business Application Studio and can be deployed to and run on BTP. They can use not only OData services built on BTP, but also OData services that are standard as part of SAP S/4HANA and extended via in-app extensions. Bullet point 2 is a full-stack application developed using either the Cloud Application Programming Model or the ABAP RESTful Programming Model, which we see on the far left. Being able to use either programming model allows extensions to run on any of the supported runtime environments, i.e. Cloud Foundry, Kima, or BTP ABAP environment. Bullet point 3 shows the same thing with the exception that the OData service is based off of an extension created using in-app extensibility on the SAP S/4HANA system. Bullet point 4 shows how SAP S/4HANA can fire off business events that can start apps running on BTP. Finally, bullet point 5 shows how data replication is possible, which can support a wide variety of analytics scenarios for customers. So that concludes Unit 5, Extensibility in SAP S/4HANA. In Unit 6, we will do a comprehensive demo utilizing the knowledge that we have gained in Units 1 through 5. See you there.